السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما. Hello everyone, this is Liquidity Club by Ahmed Shawi. Today is Sunday, the 11th of August 2024. I'll be doing the weekly market review starting with the XY. Here we have the weekly time frame chart. As you can see, price has, in a matter of fact, taken out the sell side liquidity over here, right there. And from here we've created also a long discount wick. I've also annotated the consequence of that discount wick. From here I'm expecting price to draw back towards that fair value gap that has been created between this candle's low and this candle's high. Later, if it retraces towards this fair value gap, which is the internal range liquidity, we might see a continuation towards this fair value gap. And if it was animated to the downside, we have the rejection block here and this inside liquidity over here. Going to the daily time frame chart, as you can see, we have this high that I'm expecting price to pretty much take it out. We have the bearish order block here that I'm also expecting price to trade towards it and then trade down lower towards the consequence of that discount wick on the weekly time frame chart is the rejection block here on the daily time frame chart. So I'm expecting a run towards it after taking out this high. We might see a trade down lower towards that rejection block here. So that is going to be pretty much it for the XY. Going to ES, here I'm viewing the continuous contract and I'm viewing the weekly time frame chart. As you can see, ES has also traded towards that sell side liquidity and taken it out. We have created as a result the fair value gap here. This is the first fair value gap that has been created since the beginning of this sell program, as you can see here. So previously, during this sell side delivery, we didn't see any imbalance or fair value gap being created. But over here, last week, between this candle's low and this candle's high, we've created a fair value gap, SCD, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So it's inefficient with the buy side delivery. So next week, I'm expecting pretty much a draw towards this fair value gap. An overshoot would be towards this inverted fair value gap. It would be respecting it, treating it as resistance. I don't see price trades above the caution of the inverted fair value gap, and then it could trade down lower towards the first target would be my here the consequence of this discount wick along discount wick. The consequence of that is a gap. So I'm aiming at this after we trade towards that fair value gap, internal range liquidity to external range liquidity. Going to the daily time frame chart, as you can see, that's the weekly fair value gap here. We have a bearish order block right there. Price might wants to trade towards it. The low of that bearish order block is the low of the inversion fair value gap. So I'm keeping that in mind. After that, we can trade down lower towards the sell side liquidity. So that's going to be pretty much it for ES. Going to NQ, here I'm viewing the continuous contract and I'm viewing the weekly time frame chart. As you can see, price has also traded and took out the sell side liquidity over here. We've created a fair value gap. This candle is low, this candle is high, expecting price to run towards that fair value gap, and then later it can trade down lower towards the consequence of that discount wick. Going to the daily time frame chart, we have volume balance here, the closing price of this candle and the opening price of this candle. There is no candles, which means there's no volume between these two candles here, the closing and the opening. Price would want to trade up higher, fill it with some body movement to pretty much make sure that there is a volume over there to make everything efficient in the markets, and then trade downward towards this inside liquidity. So that is going to be pretty much it for NQ. Going to Euro USD, also known as the fiber. Here I'm viewing the weekly time frame chart. As you can see, Euro USD or EU has traded and took out the buy side liquidity over here and over here. We've also created a long premium wick, and I've also annotated the consequence of that wick. There's pretty much no imbalances here. It's pretty much balanced out. From here, if price wants to trade up higher, I want to see it close on daily time frame chart above the consequence of this premium wick, and then later we'll be treating it as support that can send price up higher towards the buy side liquidity that is on the form of rejection block. Going to the daily time frame chart, we have this daily fair value gap, this candle is low, this candle is high, price has traded towards it here. We might expect another run down lower towards to take out this sell liquidity one more time, and then later we might run up higher towards the encroachment here and the buy side liquidity and this rejection block. So that's how I'm looking at it, and that's going to be pretty much it for EU, also known as the fiber. Going to pound USD, also known as the cable. Now here's what is pretty much questionable, that USD has pretty much taken out this buy side liquidity and this buy side liquidity. As you can see here, it has taken out these buy side liquidities, but for pound USD, it didn't take out these buy side liquidities, and it's lagging. It's lagging to the upside. So I'm giving it the last chance here to actually run up higher towards the buy side liquidity. My last line of defense is the encroachment of this discount wick. Once we get a close on a daily basis below this line here, the red line, that's going to be, it's roughly the 1.27 big figure. Once we get a daily closure below that level, I'm not considering buy side liquidity anymore, and I'm going to be looking for the sell side liquidity over here. Going to the daily time frame chart, the same thing, nothing is to be mentioned. I'm looking at this as a first drawn liquidity, and then we have the buy side liquidity over here. This is good. This is the last chance for it to be trading up higher. Otherwise, if it closes one more time below this red line here, the red dotted line, I'm not considering any higher prices, and we're just looking for lower prices here, taking out the sell side liquidity, filling the fair value gaps here, bullish order block. All of these strong liquidities we might be expecting if we close below this level. That's how I'm looking at it. So that is going to be pretty much it for this weekly review. I really hope you find this insightful. If you have any questions, or if you want to go over any of the information about trading, please don't hesitate to message me on Twitter, or X as it's called now. My Twitter handle is in the description below, and there's also the Discord server you can join to join us for backtesting sessions, tape reading sessions, live every now and then. We do these live streams, or pretty much the sessions to tape read or backtest. So don't hesitate to join our Discord server. Until I talk to you next time, be safe. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.